Momentum create momentum. Most of the time when I don't want to go train is always my best training.
Hi, I'm Jeremiah. Welcome to the Wake Up Call podcast, where we talk all things sleep, wellness, and health. The Wake Up Call podcast is brought to you by Polysleep, the best memory foam mattress in Canada. Welcome back to the Wake Up Call, Ian, part 2. So for those who didn't see the first episode, Ian is not only an entrepreneur, you're a coach, you're an Ironman, you're a speaker, and you're quite a busy guy. So in the first episode, we talked about how do you juggle between your entrepreneurial life, your life as an athlete, how do you stay motivated, upbeat, how do you get all that energy? Now, today, what I really want to do is go practical. What does that looks like on a day-to-day? We have people who's going to look at this episode and be like, okay, my goal would be maybe to do an Ironman. How long do I need? What's my first step, etc. So I want to jump right into it. And I think you also have a course about that, right? Yeah. We're going to talk a little bit about this. Yeah. But what is the first step towards that journey? The first step. Someone maybe is, is not in shape, not totally out of shape, but what's the first thing they need to think about?
So first of all, I'm gonna put a disclaimer. So first go see like a doctor or your professional health. So first step before like jumping in. So second step, guys, you need a date. You need a date first, because even if you say, "Oh, I'm training for this and that," gonna again shoot it on the social media to your friend and family. You need a date. When you put a date, it's the step one. And after that, yes, you're going to need to train and stuff. So you need a date. You need a distance.
What's a realistic date?
See, depending, usually they said between can be a 90 days, can be like a 6 months, can be a year.
Okay.
If you put it too long, you'll lose motivation. To even train for 4 to 6 months, guys, it's long. It's every single week, every single day almost. You train for 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, it will be like too hard. It was just gonna give up. So there's shorter distance as Ironman. There's sprint distance. There's Olympic distance. They have like the half Ironman. That's what I do. I don't do full Ironman. These guys are too crazy. So, and there's like the full Ironman, and then there's other endurance sport. But first, guys, you need to have a why. Why are you doing this? For me, I just want to prove myself I can do it. And my first experience when I did Puerto Rico, I was alone and I was stupid because I put on the social media the day before that I'm doing it. So I have to do it because it's on Facebook. It's true. So you have to do it. So when I get off the bike and my legs die after only 100 meters after the bike, they died. They said, we're off.
No more.
We don't walk anymore. And for me, it was yes, I can give up, but that option was not part of my DNA. So no matter what, even if I have to crawl, I will finish it. That was I'm going to the finish line. That's it. And it was hard. It hurt. It was hot. It was one of the hardest things I did in my life. But it was no turning back. I said, I'm going to do it. That's it.
So the mental state is probably the first step.
Yeah.
Then having a date, like you said.
Mindset, date.
And then we talked about the importance of having a routine, right?
Yeah.
How do you start? Do you start with sleep? Do you start with nutrition? Do you start with, because there's a list, right? So yeah. Where do you start?
Hey, we're going to finish for sleep. Honestly, guys, sleep is one of your best tool. Is where you're going to recover. Because if you think from you training, you go to the gym and whatever, to like long distance sport, an Ironman is going to take you between 5 hours to 8 hours straight. And you don't have like, you take a rest or you're just having fun. No. You start, you swim, you bike, you run. And it's all at the same time. You got a little gel. Yes, you're going to heat. We'll talk about it a bit later. But it's a process. And first of all, you need to be a specialist time management.
Okay.
So everybody's listening to us. See, everybody, I don't have time. First advice I give them, what time are you waking up? I'll wake up at 7, wake up at 6, and wake up 30 minutes earlier. You just have a 30-minute extra to train, to do your meditation, to whatever. It's a process. So we talk about like the routine. So guys, first thing I do when I wake up, and watching my did I have a good night's sleep, because my watch tracking my sleep, even if it's good or bad, just like I just track it. So okay, I'm good or not. So I'm gonna be more intense or less intense today. Maybe I'm gonna do a power nap later on this afternoon. So even if I do like shorter sleep, so okay, so a little bit, I'll go a bit slow or not harder, less hard on my training. I will take a power nap later and talk to my body. Say, okay, give me just 1 hour, 45 minutes training. I will be smooth with you the rest of the day. He's happy. So I'm talking to my body all the time. So even when I'm racing,
That's good.
I'm just like, please give me like, just like, there's only 21 kilometers left. After that, for sure, we're going to the beach and I will be good with you for 2 weeks, no training. So please help me to finish that. And most of the time, the body is kind of cool with me.
So sleep is the baseline, like you said. And then I like that, because you know what? A lot of people neglect that.
Yeah.
But it is the baseline. It's how you reset your body. And let's say when you were training, you have a marathon coming in the upcoming weeks.
Yeah.
You wake up.
Yeah.
Do you first wake up, drink water? Do you take your supplements? Do you go eat breakfast first, train after? What does it look like?
So first thing I do when I wake up, I go take my phone, I go on Facebook and go all the newspaper and stuff. No, that's false. So guys, first thing, I don't have any, I was talking about on the other show, I don't have any alarm clock anymore. So I have a sleep alarm. So I put my alarm around 9:30, 10. That's my target for me. See, for you guys, whatever, if you finish later or earlier in the bed. When I wake up, first thing, wake up, get off the bed. I get a 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Most of the time when I wake up, I need to go pee pee. So that's the purpose when I wake up. So pee pee. And all the time, every morning, I remember this morning, I said, do I go back to sleep? And I was always this voice, it was like a little word, and that word say, go back to sleep, you're tired, it's 5 a.m. It was 5:20 this morning when I wake up, and I can just go back to bed. And I have a separation earlier, and now my mindset, instead of thinking about that, I'm just, every day I'm waking up, I'm one day closer to my future wife. I'm one day closer to my dream. I'm one day closer to everything I want to do. I dream. I say, oh, today I'm just one day closer to the gap from now to the big goal I have. So first thing, wake up, having fun, pee, of course, and then go down. I love to take some greens. I got like some water, fresh water with lemon in the morning. Yeah, I need hydration, guys. You're sleeping for 6, 7, 8 hours, so you need, of course, water. I love espresso, so of course, I'll take a little espresso. I know that's a good thing to start.
You know what? Caffeine is not bad if not taken in excess. There's a lot of people trying to demonize caffeine. I haven't seen solid studies saying it's bad.
I love the little espresso. So what I do, I drink water first, then I'm gonna drink my little espresso. I'm gonna start. Now I'm practicing my meditation. So I don't do meditation. I practice meditation because it's practice. It's hard. You guys see my energy. Doing like a 10-15 minutes guided meditation. It's helped me to build my brain to think what I'm gonna do today. One of the main reasons why I wake up early, I can do my planification before I'm gonna do the action. Most of people wake up and they are in reaction mode instead of doing the time to plan, if they have a planification of your day.
Yeah, to plan their day properly. Yeah.
So meditation, of course. Then I gotta do some daily journaling, brain dropping. What's my mind? How I feel? What I need to do today? Just like, put stuff on the sheet of paper. I really do love that part. It's my creative thing. Even if I feel good, I feel bad, there's whatever in my life, I can write it down, and it's good because I can read back again later and see what I do. So love that part. And I have like a daily routine that usually I love to read. I love to, they don't start working right now. Now, by the time we are recording this episode, I have like a big events coming soon. So now my major focus that I put on my, in my mind is my big event. So I get like a sprint for the next 48 days before my event. So this is my major focus that I'm just like, no, planification. You came last year on the show, on stage with us. You were fantastic. I love the interview, and I need to, everything's my brain, and now I have to put it down on a piece of paper to making the magic come true. So this is most what I'm doing in the morning. I love to do that part. The cell don't ring. I can just be like, all my dream, I can make them come true during that thing.
So the first couple hours are really focused at mental clarity, I would say.
Yes.
And at that point, are you a person who continue to fast, or do you break your fast quite early in the day? How do you work usually on that end?
I don't eat. I'm gonna eat liquid. So I take a lot of protein in the morning. I got some few shakes. So I'm an athlete. So we got a lot of stuff in my shaker in the morning. Usually I will take. I got some greens. I'm gonna take some creatine in.
Yep.
I gotta add some collagen as well. So that's one of the first shake I take. I'm gonna take a protein chain right away after. Just by the way, guys, in the morning I maybe drink around like at least 2 or 3 liters before I gonna start eating.
So plenty of liquid, a lot of liquid.
Oh yeah, usually I eat around like 11, 12.
Okay.
So I don't really eat in the morning, but I will have take maybe 100 grams of protein in the morning. I will have take my shake. So I got some oatmeal, I got some eggs, I got some spinach I put in this morning. I got some pineapple, a little berries. What did I put in? But this all is on the blender. So, and I will drink it slowly, because if you drink it fast, it's not that good, because you put all this right away in your belly. So I take it really slow. And depending if I have training in the morning, because sometimes usually Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday I'm gonna go swim.
Yeah.
So 6:15 out of the pool to do my swimming. So I won't take that big shake right now. I'll take it later on. So I love to eat. I'm more my challenge right now is to eat more.
Yeah, because now I'm thinking, by fasting up until 11, you're probably on a quite low caloric diet for the amount of activities you do throughout the day, because you're mentally stimulated from quite early in the morning. Then you have to prepare this event. You still have to train because you have your Ironman that is coming. So it's incredible to see how the body is a machine that adapts to what we give it. Do you see a difference when you change or you deroute from that routine?
Even if I wake up at 7 instead of 5 or 6, I see a big difference, because most of the time I'm gonna cut my morning routine because I have coaching at 8 or I have stuff to do. So yes, totally, and that's why I love my routine. It's like a game changer. I have like this creative time. I can just focus on my dream. I can like what I want to do, and I can plan everything. And guys, this is so much easier when you have like a planification of your day than when you start your day and you're just like running all around the place and you're missing so many good opportunities.
You were talking earlier about really focusing on what time you go to bed and try to create a routine around that. You're a pretty active person. How do you wind down? How do you relax before going to bed, or how long it takes you before you fall asleep?
Most of the time, when I go to bed around whatever 8:30, so I think it's 8:30, 8:30 to 9:30. That's my sweet spot. If I take a power naps in the afternoon, I can go bed later on. But nowadays it's hard because we have like so many stuff going with the big event. So when I love to read before I go to bed. I have like a bunch of book on my side. So I try to read, but most of the time just go to bed and just 5 minutes I'm down. So yeah, of course I'm single, so nobody to take care. So it's easier for me. Just like get up, dodo, and that's it. And yeah, no, that part's easy. And yeah, that part's easy.
You see, like it's amazing because for you it's easy. For a lot of people, they struggle with that. And that, I think, you're a statement to how balancing mental exhaustion within a day and physical exhaustion helps falling asleep. When a lot of people have a hard time balancing, I think, the emotional stress and charge they have to deal with. And then they're just so stressed and so emotionally charged that they think they don't have the energy to train. And because of that, they don't sleep well.
I heard something like, when momentum create momentum, so action gonna create action. So most of the time when I don't want to go train is always my best training. And every time, and please put in the comment if you guys happen. So all the time I don't want to work out, because I'm too tired or whatever.
Yeah.
After that, I got more energy after my training than before, and I train. So that's kind of weird thinking. That is it possible? And just I'm curious, guys. Just put in the comments that for me all the time I'm just like tired, and that's why I switch my mind. That when I'm getting tired, instead of doing a power nap, I go run, pre-workout, let's go. And after, yes, I want to get out, and that's why I love sport, because I find so many answer while I'm doing the sport. I'm entrepreneurs, only I have challenge all the time.
Yeah.
And when I've been with my dad, with everything, and when I'm like, I feel like I'm sad or whatever, I just like switch it and I go put that energy, that angry or whatever stuff to the sport, and that help me to clear my mind, to feel good. I mean, instead of just being mad or what the situation, I just transfer this energy over there, and that's helped me so much. Sports in my life, honestly.
Yeah, it's a great way to relieve stress, right? There's all these good things that happens hormonally.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's talk about the 28-day routine, the challenge, as you call it. So for those who are listening to us, what is this and how it can help them?
First, I love it's called a Defeat 28, so the 28-day challenge. And I call it challenge because remember, guys, when was the lockdown? It was supposed to be only 2 weeks. We have to stay home, and it turned into be a 28-day lockdown. And while that time, my business crashed because I was doing coaching to businesses and stuff. I have to stay home. So I said, you know what? This happened. I can just be angry and say government, blah, blah, blah. Or as an entrepreneur, find a solution. And I switch it. So I decided to go live every morning at 6 a.m. I was doing live I said, as long as this thing, I give free 1 hour coaching, guys. I'm going to take I love fitness, mindset, business. So I'm going to talk about those topics. If somebody want to be there, just be my guest. It's free. I will be live and nobody will be there. And the funny part was people watching. It's like, you guys watching? You what's wrong? And then people started loving it. And we didn't did only one. We did 12 times this thing. And I decided to push it as a kind of program that we doing on Zoom. And most of the time, the 3 first one I think was free. The 4th one I charge $1. I want people to pay that are gonna put there. That thing was like $28 or $97, whatever. And just to get people, and all the time was people just coming back and bring other people. And it was at 6 a.m. every morning. So for me, 28 day. So it's 28 hours of coaching in a month, and I have to be there. And me too. Sometimes I know in the morning I don't want to wake up, or I used to party as well. So sometimes I was harder on the next day. So I was not partying the day before. But anyway, so this challenge is to bring consistency to your life. People have hard time just to do for a full week, just read 10 pages for a full week, just this week. And most of the people will do 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Oops, skip the 4th day. It's called life. It's okay.
Yeah.
Consistency. That's how you pass from ordinary to extraordinary. That's the extra thing. And most of the entrepreneurs who have a lot of success, they are just consistent. They're not that smart. They're just consistent. They show up, they do the work. That's it. Same for an Ironman. Ironman, you just do the work. If you're consistent enough, you can do everything you want. You're a businessman, and I know for you it was easy. The red carpet, it was slow motion, the butterfly, and everything was there. No, it was not. But you just be consistent, and you just, okay, challenge, perfect, bring one. Okay, then what's the next challenge? Okay, bring another one. And more you grow, more big the challenge are, and it's numbers. I'm pretty sure now you have big numbers, and it's not that easy all the time. It's super hard to be good. It's really, really harder to be the top. It's really, really hard to not be the top as well.
Yeah, it's hard to get to, and everybody have a definition of success that is different, but it's hard to attain that level of success, and it does require consistency, resilience. So that 28-day challenge, how people react to it? How do they join? How do they? What's their mindset after they've accomplished it?
And they switch because, guys, it takes between, it's it's between 21 and 266 days to create a new habit. People say it's 20 a day. Yes or no. That was not the real if you go on Google or whatever, because I make the research on that. So if you do something for like 30 days, 28 days, 25 days, you can create that habit. Sometimes you can remove a bad habit.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's harder for me. Stop drinking was just, okay, just today I don't drink. When I start training for Ironman, just today I'm training for Ironman.
Yeah.
And it's only one day at a time. It's hard. And the drinking part, because it's normal, it's social, do networking event, you're doing either my parents on Sunday for supper, it's just one glass of wine, what's wrong, it's okay. But when I decide this decision, I was not normal. Everything, oh, you have a problem with drinking? Yes, yes, but was not really the big thing. So consistency gonna change your habit. Show me habit, I'm gonna show you who you are. So everybody's watching right now, listening right now, guys, you can switch like this. You know what you have to do. And when you create that culture, if you read 10 pages a day, after 30 days, guys, you read at least 1 or 2 books. If you do it twice a day, whatever, in the morning and before bed, you're reading almost like a book a week. Imagine your knowledge you're gonna have in like a years, in 5 years, in 10 years.
Yeah.
That blew my mind. That's why when I did the research, if you guys just wake up 1 hour earlier, you have an extra 2 weeks per year. Me, I was waking up at 7. When I switched from 7 to 5, I get 1 extra month. It's been almost 10 years of doing this. So I almost win a year over my competitor.
To decide to do what you want to put energy into.
Yeah, and the funny part is when I do that because I do a workshop in business, I do it on stage, talking about this early 5 a.m. club thing mentality, and people say, yes, me, I'm going to bed late, it's okay, but you're 30% more productive in the morning. So if you just switch the same task you're going to do by night, doing in the morning, you will be 30% faster. So I'm not a genius, but I'm just going to get that stats. Okay, go bed early, wake up early, and you'll be better. Okay, so I don't really think about now. I do research. I tested. For me, it was really good. Changed my life totally because I have more time. That's why I'm successful, because when people sleeping, I'm working. When people sleeping, I'm training. When people sleeping, I'm planning. I'm doing my daily planning of the day. So when they wake up at 5, 6, or 6, 7, 8, I got 3 hours of crafting all my stuff, of course. And I'm doing this on the weekend. Your body doesn't know, oh, today I think we're Friday. Well, which day are we? I don't know. Yeah, Friday. Everything's not too fast, but Saturday, Sunday, wake up at 5 or wake up at 6. At 12, you have like an extra day. And then in the weekend, if you focus on business, that's part of it. It's real party, having fun. Oh yeah, it's the weekend, I can do the stuff. Me, I just consistent. Every day I'm doing my stuff. Yes, I'm taking day off. Yes, sometimes I don't work in the afternoon. I'm an entrepreneur. So sometimes I'm with you today and it's part of what I love to do.
Yeah.
And tomorrow I'm going to wake up early and I get those extra hours every week. Guys, and that's why I'm successful now, because I take 10 years ago, time of my life.
Yeah, time we've wasted when we were younger, and we have the opportunity to take it back in a way. There's something I want to ask you, because the concept of having a teacher is taken for granted. The concept of, that 28-day challenge, having a guide, when you climb Mount Everest, you need a Sherpa. But for some reason, people don't understand the value of a coach. Why, or could you give us an example in your life, why having a coach made a difference and why you decided to become a coach as well?
So guys, that's the smartest way I can. My Ironman coach have 30 years of experience behind his belt. So to get just that knowledge and all the failure and all the challenge, everything happened, it will take me 30 years to have this. I will be too old. So, so same, every time I get on stage, I have like 2 coach just for my speech. When I go see, when I train, I have a trainer for that, for my business, for marketing, for sale, everything. This is the fast track to success.
Yeah.
I was chatting with earlier, I have a lunch earlier, and the guy asked me who's my mentor right now. And the funny one, I say I have like business coach for everything. I have like a master business coach right now. I say, okay, and I have the universe and I'm going to receive one too. So I want. And guys, is the cheapest way to go faster to reach your goal, because these guys make all the mistake before you.
Yeah.
And the second part, I never thought I will become what I'm doing right now. I never thought I'm going to become a business coach. I never thought I'm going to be on stage. I never thought of this. I have a calling inside of me a few years earlier that that's what I should do. When I started doing the Ironman, I don't even know why I have to do it. And something, a little voice inside of me said, you have to do it. And like a year after, when I bring a friend doing one in 90 days and I see his face when he go across the finish line, and the pride, the pride of this guy, GF, I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. I don't know how. I just say, okay, I want to do this. And like a year later, I launched a program called Iron Star. So I bring the CEOs doing one, and maybe next year you're going to do it with us. So challenging right now. You said yes?
Yeah. I'm on the spot now. It's not an official yes. I'll see based on my agenda, but that might be something I consider. Yes.
Cut. So I got this same the calling when I started to get on stage, when I start to help people. I love to help people. I think I'm one of the best job ever. I'm helping people to have more success, and I get paid for that. Like, whoa, this is the best. And when I do speech on stage, when I create those events, the people in the crowd, year later, come see me, say, hey, remember when you did that event 2 years ago? That day changed my life because I met this person. I did that. I move on, and I'm like, wow, this is my why. And this is why I have so much energy. That's why I wake up early in the morning. It's just for that 10-second, people say, hey, you changed my life that day, or because of you, I met my girlfriend, a partner, or whatever. I quit my job and now I'm living my dream. Wow, what's the value of that? It's $1 million for this. Yeah. So
it's very valuable. I'm curious to know, there's a lot of efforts that goes into being an entrepreneur. There's a humongous amount of effort that goes into doing an Ironman. And unfortunately, but most likely, injuries are going to happen.
Yeah.
Step backs are going to happen. Yeah. How would you say, or what would be your advice to our audience to say, hey, you know what? This is what you should do to heal, but also not to wait too much on the sideline. What's your take on this?
But first of all, as an entrepreneur, as an athlete, you will, same as Rocky, you will get hurt. And it's not how hard you hit, it's how hard you can get it and move forward and just get up. So as entrepreneurs, you will get it every day. As an athlete, you will get it. As a human, you will die one day. It's just a question of time. So in between that moment, listen to your body. You need a team. I have a massotherapist every week. I go and see a specialist. I invest in my body. It costs a lot to eat, to train. I invest so much money in my business. I don't say I spend. I invest a lot of money in my body. That's why I invest to have like the best mattresses for sleeping. Guys, it's like a no-brainer. And if I want to recover, I need a good mattress. And thank you guys, by the way. I love your stuff. And just like, So so honestly, this is one of the best trick, because if I sleep well, I can perform well on stage. I can perform well on everything. I can be good with my kids. I can be good with my future kid, my future wife. So second, like, so ianlajoie.com. But it will happen. When, I don't know, it will happen. And just guys, go with the rule of the thumb, the rule of the thumb. So when you Ironman, at one point, same as you do marathon, all those things, there's the wall. At one point, you're gonna fall. You're gonna hurt hard. It's okay, you just know when. And on that point, you can pass it through, but don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Because ego sometimes say, and there's other people, and then it's gonna be worse after that. So now I'm getting 40 years old, so I can just be less stupid. Listen more to my body, remove my ego, and even if I have to give up, I will give up. But it's going to be only give up for today. I will get back on. So sometimes the people, no matter what, yes, okay, I get that part because I have the same mentality. But sometimes if I know I'm gonna hurt more, I prefer to give up, rest, recover, and come back and do it next year or do it another race, and it's okay.
I like this analogy because it's the same in business. It's call it a temporary setback, but you have to listen to yourself. You have to listen to your guts.
Yeah.
We talked about it a bit off air, but you right now have an injury and you're trying your best to mitigate that so that you can complete your Ironman.
Yeah.
So, like you said, I think to be smart with the way you approach it, do everything you can, but at some point, there's things you control and things you don't, right?
You can only control the wind when you're on the sea. So same, yes, I hurt my knee. It's been like 2-3 weeks. The race coming in 10 days. It's my best race. I love that race and I want to qualify for the World Championship. And that was for like months. I know that race is the race I have chance to qualify for the World Championship. And it's kind of a dream. It's going to Spain. And I want to just prove myself I can do this. And 3 weeks ago, I just hurt myself. I cannot bike anymore. And that was the part I was really good at it. So I can be mad or I can just focus on, okay, I'm going to be better for swim. I'm going to be better for the running. Or, you know what, even if I don't qualify, just finish the race, enjoy it. At one point, you know what, I will do an Ironman as well. Yes, I won't do beating my score. I will do like a bad score. And at the end of the day, doesn't matter, they give me the same medal. So yes, ego, yes, all that part. And yes, I'm a competitive guy. And that's why I love races, because it's the moment that it's okay to like go all in for that moment. And of course I'll go all in. Of course I'm gonna be stupid, but I don't have to be too much stupid that I'm gonna hurt my knee and then will be like 3 months recovery instead of a week or two.
Sometimes, and it happened to me when I was young, I think you went through a pretty rough phase as well. We push ourselves too hard and we get to that point where we're burned out.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
How do you prevent that? And if unfortunately for those who listen to us, you feel like you're close to it or you're in it, what should you do?
The side effect of an Ironman, because it's a long distance, is you train for like a long period of time. I do like burnouts, not burnout, but depression, whatever, always after an Ironman. Well, when I start, I don't even know, because the first year I'm doing it, I was alone. Then the second year I was with a girlfriend. And after that, I was like, hard time. I need time for me. I was like, it was hard for me to get back, and I'm like energy, and my business have to go. And that was a hard time to get that. We break out with my ex-girlfriend after an Ironman. And we don't even know like the side effect, because it's endurance sport, is really intense, and I push myself a lot. After that, it's really hard for the body, the hormone. So all the time, now I know it. So because now I know it, it's okay. I will give you more recovery time to pursue what I want to do. So that's why usually after race, I get a few days and I go back. For the next one, I already plan to go to the beach, go to Cancun. I got like a 1 week off, and hopefully I'll be okay after that. But now I know. So it's part of the process, and it's part of the learning curve when you do like those kind of sport.
You're pushing past the limit.
Yeah.
And you have to acknowledge that your body will not like it, nor your psyche. And you'll need time to heal, basically.
When I did Puerto Rico 2 years ago, I think I came back. We went to Miami, go train. And when I came back to Montreal, like I got I remember it was a Wednesday. I go to wake up. I just, I'm going to go for like power naps at 9 a.m. And I slept full day.
The whole day.
9 to like I wake up at 7 p.m. and I was kind of okay. That was so now I know like my body type.
Yeah.
And we're too fast too sometimes. Body need to recover more. So that was kind of intense.
Now we have an expert in Ironman. So we picked 2 of the most popular questions that are Googled, and I would like to have you answer on this.
Nice.
The first one, people are, I guess, curious. A race like that, a half or a full Ironman, is quite long. Yeah. What do you eat?
It's funny because it's gonna have a part in your belly to be politically correct. So of course, like, there's a carbs load a few days before. So 3 days before, I don't eat carbs for 1 day. So like, for example, the race is on Sunday. The Wednesday, I want to eat no carbs.
Okay.
To make a deficit carbs. So yes, I'm gonna eat a lot of carbs the day before. So there's one day no carbs at all. So my body will crave, say, hey, what's going on? I need some carbs too. So that day, I know no carbs. And after that, I will like double carbs. A lot of this is a huge carb load to do in the morning early because the race started at 6 or 7. So wake up at around 4:30. You're gonna eat a lot of carbs, of course, protein, and we have some gel. So I make a clin d'œil to Arnett gel that I really love. It's made in Canada, Arnett gel, really good. Sponsored by here in Canada. So these gel are like honey, matcha, and one more ingredient that I forget. So it's like 3 ingredients.
Okay.
So it's like a gel. So you open, and every 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I take a gel.
Okay.
So it's kind of carbs. It's carbs. So the thing is, in my water bottle, because when I swim, I have nothing. So I take 1 or 2 gel before swimming. It took me between 45 minutes, 1 hour swimming, depending the course, the distance, but 45 minutes swimming. Then when I reach the bike, all my gel already taped on my bike. So I got between, depending the distance, 5 or 6 gel right there. And I don't like to eat solid while I'm racing because it's hard for my belly. So I usually am drinking 1 bottle an hour. So if I do like 2 hours, 30 minutes, I can do 2 or 3 bottles of drink with a lot of electrolyte, a lot of stuff inside. It's not only water, it's a bunch of stuff. You're gonna put there
Magnesium probably because you must go through that like crazy.
Yeah, that's why I eat banana. Most of the time when I get out of the water, I'm gonna start eating a bottle before I jump on the bike. Maybe sometimes I eat another one before I go to run, or depending, because the funny part is you start early in the morning. All your stuff is, you put it at 5 a.m. on your bike. I'm racing in Monterrey. So when I came back, so starting at 6, 7, I'm out of water. Then run, go for bike. When I come back with my bike, it's around like whatever, 10:30, 11. So the sun's going up. So all your food there, there's like a little, it's like put on like all open. So your food not that good when you come back.
Don't go for yogurt.
No.
I get it.
There's like 8 stations during your cryo. So you guys, you have everything. So there's like Coca-Cola. There's like not that good, but high sugar. They got some food as well and little gel you can take during the race.
Now, the second question is about stamina. How do you build the stamina from a training standpoint to prepare for an Ironman?
The first 3 to 5 weeks is hard. It's really hard because your body is not ready for that. And as a stupid human, we want to go too fast. And that's and you're thinking that you don't do enough. That's why you need a coach. That's then you need to trust the process. That's why when I'm talking to the guys, hey, I only do this today, only run a 5K. It's perfect. Recover. Enjoy recovery, because the next day you got like 2-hour bike. But every day say, I need to do more, because they are seeing the big goal is got a huge stuff, 6 hours, 7 hours race, and I only do like a 1 hour today. No, trust the process. Go like it's a stacking habit. It's a stacking
baby steps.
And that's the most mistake error that people are gonna do. They want to go too fast. Same as business. You go step by step. It takes time. It takes time to create a business. It takes time to be an athlete. So take your time, enjoy the ride, and trust the process.
I love that. Ian, thank you so much for your great advice. You're just always a source of inspiration. People probably aspire to get half of the energy you have in general. So thank you for sharing that with us today. If people want to follow you, to see what you're doing and all, you're pretty much on every social media at Ian Lajoie.
Yep.
Thanks again for coming today. And if anybody wants to follow you, at Ian Lajoie. Thanks again.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for listening to The Wake Up Call. If you liked what you heard today, do not forget to rate, follow, subscribe, or perhaps leave a comment below. New episode of The Wake Up Call drops on the 3rd Wednesday every month. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a single episode. For all of us here at the Polysleep studio, I'm Jeremiah Curvers. Until next time.